Guys, you don't want to miss these 5 credit cards that will show you your limit before you apply. All these credit cards we're going to talk about today on this video are going to be a soft pull. Soft pulls are really helpful because let's say you get pre-approved for that credit card and you're not satisfied with the limit, you can always go ahead and not accept it. You can choose not to accept it, guys. That's the thing, you know. So if you choose not to accept it, it's going to stay a soft pull. It's not going to hurt your credit score. So these credit cards are good because you see your pre-approval. If you guys are really interested in improving your credit score, make sure to subscribe for more videos coming soon. And make sure to check out the link in the description for our limited time financial freedom package where we cover all these things listed above. So guys, the main reason we're doing this strategy is because you want to go ahead and look at those pre-approvals and the limits that they're giving you and know if that's going to be a good fit for you. Now, let's say, for example, a lot of people are thinking that these limits are going to be guaranteed. It's not always 100% guaranteed, but it is around 80% guaranteed from what I've seen from most people and most of their approvals. Let's say you got approved for $5,000. You have 80% chance that you are actually going to get that $5,000, just so you guys understand what we're talking about here today. And just to reiterate, this is just a really good strategy to use so you're not going in blind. Also, another good thing that can come from this, guys, if you're under a 700 credit score and these cards end up increasing your limits, guess what? Now your utilization is going to go down. As you guys know, utilization makes up 30% of that credit report. So when your utilization goes down, now that overall average is going to go up and your credit score will have increased. 30% is a lot, guys. So I always preach lower that utilization. If you can't pay it down enough, try to increase those limits. When you increase those limits, your credit score is going to go up. So let's say you get about $10,000 to $15,000 extra on your credit limits from these pre-qualifications on these credit cards and you approve them, now your credit score will have gone up. If your utilization was around 50%, now it will have obviously dropped because your credit limits went up. So the first credit card that we got is the AMC Visa credit card. So I got here in my notes, guys, let's go over all the benefits that it offers. This credit card has no annual fee, which is really good. A lot of people get a lot of credit cards and then they're still with annual fees. They don't like that, the fact they're paying $50, $90, whatever it may be, and then they close that card in the future, and guess what? Now that card that could have been 10, 15 years old and helped their credit age out, they close prematurely and now their credit age suffers. So make sure that you're getting cards that you're going to know you're not going to close in the future. So this card, just so you guys know, pulls from Experian or Equifax. So make sure your credit score is as good as possible on Experian or Equifax. Speaking of as good as possible, it needs to be around a 640, 650. If it's under that, don't even try applying for it, guys. This card is also good because it doesn't just limit you to AMC. You can also shop anywhere with it. So the only limitation to apply for this credit card is you must be an AMC member, but that's not hard to do. You can go ahead and apply online. And then once you become an AMC member, you can apply for this credit card. The next card we have is the IKEA credit card. This card I don't really like too much on this list because it is a closed loop card, meaning that you will only be able to use it at IKEA to shop with. So you got to keep in mind, guys, some of these cards you may not be using just to spend, but also just be using to try to build up your primary accounts. So IKEA, they want you to shop, right? And furniture is not cheap. It costs a lot of money. So obviously they're going to be giving you a lot higher credit limits compared to these other credit cards. So let's say they give you about a $10,000 credit limit, but you can only use it in IKEA. Don't stress about it. Let's say you really do need to purchase furniture, or even if you don't, you still have that $10,000 credit limit that's now helping you boost your utilization. So don't trip. This is still a good way to easily and cheaply improve your credit score. The next card we got, guys, is the General Motors credit card. This card is not closed loop, so you can use it to shop anywhere. And a really cool thing about this card is that it's 0% interest for the first few months. So if you're thinking about buying some assets that you think you can flip your money on, definitely try to use this card because, like I said, it's 0% interest, so you can be using other people's money to make your money with 0% interest. This card is also very good on points, so that is going to be very beneficial for you if you're trying to get some cash back or points to use for rewards. So the next card we got on the list is the Dell credit card. This is another closed loop card similar to IKEA. But like I said with IKEA, IKEA is going to be giving you higher credit limits because they want you to shop for expensive things, right? Well, guess what? Computers are not cheap. Equipment is not cheap. So Dell is going to be giving you higher credit limits compared to these other credit cards because they want you to shop within them, right? So because they want you to shop, they're going to be giving you higher credit limits. So don't mind that it's a closed loop card. And also, like I said before, keep into consideration that this is just going to help your score anyways. And by the way, guys, Dell is going to be pulling from Experian, so make sure your Experian credit report is looking good. So if you got pre-approved for all these credit cards and you're looking to have higher credit limits, make sure you guys accept them so then you can boost your score up. Once you guys get a 700 plus credit score, you can start getting better opportunities and getting approved for better things. You can have better interest rates, all of the above. You guys know the power of having a good credit score. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. I appreciate you guys, and stay tuned for the next videos to come.